just, I don't know, man. Like, I reckon the best shit just came out of there. Like, I'm from Strathfield, Burwood, just that area.
Mainline.
Yeah, a lot of mad riders. And it just felt like, I don't know, bro. It just felt like this is coming into, like 98, 99, this high school years, 2000, 2001. It just felt like that was the shit. That was, and it felt like it was just our area. It just didn't seem like I thought it was just, that's our area. It's interesting that what you can achieve through like almost like a desperation, like a hunger. Like for me, it was like, man, I gotta do this. This is like, I really want to do this. I have to do this. This for once, like I sort of, it makes sense. Like I want to, you know, I want to be self-employed. I want to make my own decisions, and I want to get creative with what I want to do, and I want to like give this to people, and I want them to feel excited. Like when you think about those trial burger parties, like come over, try this, come to the kitchen, try this, and seeing that reaction, that honest feedback, that sort of fueled that fire to like, okay, keep going.
All right.
Okay. Are we on?
We are on, brother.
Okay.
All right.
Welcome to the podcast, huh?
Today we have Mr. fucking G in the house. My homeboy. What do you say? Entrepreneur, family man, fucking...
You know, yeah.
Lover of hip-hop. You know, he's
lover of all things.
Been in the scene. Been in the scene. Knows everybody, obviously me, unfortunately for him, but
all the legends, all the Sydney guys, you know.
Yeah. So, man, I'm fucking so stoked for you to come on here, man. Like, like I said, this is like my 11th pod now, and I've done a lot of graffiti writers, a lot of criminals and stuff like that, but the pod's mainly about just graffiti and the hip hop scene, and obviously in that scene you get a lot of criminal activity and stuff like that. But also, like I like to talk to people that have been in the scene and then eventually moved into businesses and progressed in that and made some money off it, and that's why I'm fucking stoked to have you on, man. Thanks for coming on.
No, I love it. Thank you for inviting me. I think it's a cool idea, and yeah, man, let's chat, let's talk.
Awesome. All right, let's just fucking start right at the beginning, eh? Let's go. Yeah. Let's just go. I'm going to take you right back. Let's go, baby. Back. Yeah, let's go back to your childhood days, man. Where'd you grow up, and how'd you come about?
I grew up just in the area, like,
bro, the area. Everyone says that. Everyone's got an area, bro. Come on.
Is that what everyone says?
Everyone's grew up in a fucking area, bro. Give me a little bit more specific, bro. You're not bellied up or anything like me, man. You can mention a few more things.
I was gonna wear a mask. Look, I got my mask ready, but I thought that was a bit like, it's a bit red hot.
No, that's fine, bro. You should
sticking to the theme.
Yeah, you should see my other mask, bro. I had a you know those masquerade masks, like for blokes or whatever, and I had a massive like nose on it, and every time I turned, I'd smack the fucking microphone. But
I'm sticking to the theme, but glasses. I appreciate it. 9 p.m, but whatever. Yeah, sunny's on.
Yeah.
Where I grew up, Lidcombe, bro. That's where I grew up. Mum and dad is still there. I grew up around there. I went to high school at Homebush Boys. So I grew up at Strathfield, Burwood sort of area. But I hung out with like sort of different people from different areas as well. Yeah, man, that's like, I grew up late 90s, early 2000s, the good shit.
The golden era.
The golden era. Definitely golden era, bro. Like, I don't think anything could sort of come close to that time.
Yeah. And, what was Lidcombe like back in the day, man? Like, it was, because now, like everyone I've spoken to, they all come from these areas, which back in the day were like fucking like, not rough, but like they were a little bit
Mm.
shitty. And now, man, like they've just turned into these multi-million-dollar areas. So give us
Yeah.
a little input of like what it was like back then.
Bro, Lidcombe's just, working class suburb out west, and basically it was just a small sort of suburb. It's bigger now, obviously. Um, like all these high rise sort of apartments, and yeah, it's changed a lot. They have a shopping center now, which is interesting because we just had the
You never had
sort
a
of the
shopping
local
center.
shops, nah, which is like it's pretty cool. Katy Perry was at Lickham Shopping Center
Fuck
not
off.
long ago. Apparently, I don't know. I wasn't there,
So
but
yeah,
yeah,
so before she went to
but
space,
yeah,
she was
bro,
in
Lickham's on
Lidcombe.
the come up. Like Lickham is a shit, bro. Yeah, so like all the local businesses in the shopping center are like, yeah, man, they're on the come up because Katy Perry
Yeah.
was shopping at
What
Lickham
what
Shopping
was
Center.
what was the like the culture around there? Was it more like Lebanese, Turkish,
Bro,
Asian? What was the
my primary school was just it was very multicultural, very like Turkish, Lebanese, Vietnamese, Greek, like just yeah, multicultural. We grew up with a lot of like different sort of ethnic backgrounds, different sort of which is cool, which is pretty much Australia, which is Sydney, right? So yeah, man, it was interesting growing up, like in Lidcombe, but it's just a small suburb, bro. It's just wasn't much happening there.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's changed a lot now, huh? It's turned into
yeah, yeah,
a bit of Koreatown at the moment.
yeah, yeah. Like the other side is pretty much like another Korea town. It's like Strathfield, basically. Yeah,
Yeah. The good
little
old
Korea.
days,
Yeah,
Stratfield days.
yeah,
All right, so yeah, growing up in Lidcombe, you went to Homebush
hmm
Boys. What
yeah,
what sports and hobbies and stuff did you get into at that school?
bro. I wasn't much of a sports guy. I'm still like not really into sports, like
Oh,
watching
really?
sports. No, not really, bro. It's like
I'm
my
joking, bro.
son is more no, but like my son is the opposite of me. He's like into sports now and shit, and like it's
Yeah,
like
mad.
he's always telling me stuff. Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing. He plays sports. I played a bit of rugby in high school. Um, that's about it, man. Like not really. I don't know. Like I was never that sort of sporty into sports. More like on the creative side, and was into like more like weird shit than sort of sports. So
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah,
yeah. So you so you're more into the artistic side of things. Did you have like an art
yeah,
teacher or
yeah.
something like that when you were in maybe year 10 or something like that that kind of
No, bro.
push that along, or not
No,
really, or you just did that thing on your
no.
own?
For some reason, since I was young, I've just always been into like, I don't know, like, would you call it being creative? I don't know. It's just like since I could remember, like when I think back, like I'm talking about, like I'm 4, 5. I was just drawing. Like I'd literally fill up books and books of just drawings and like just weird shit that I just draw, like just people like moving
Yeah,
about and like it was really weird. And I was like, it was weird because I was like, it's strange, right? Like I do all these drawings, but it was very secretive to me. Like I wouldn't like showing it. It's weird, I know. Like my parents would always be like, what the fuck is that? Like what are you
what's
drawing?
wrong with
What
you, cunt?
what is that? What is that stuff? And I'm like, I don't know. Like I just draw. They'd be like, just guys with like stuff. I don't know. Like it was violent stuff, like swords and daggers and fucking
Yeah,
like
just a
bone.
little kid, a little
Yeah,
boy, man, a little
yeah,
boy's
just
into
weird
that
shit,
stuff.
bro.
But I'm
Yeah, yeah.
guessing, like, yeah,
But I was
what's your
ashamed of it, bro. But I
yeah,
was ashamed of it. It was weird. Like it was like I don't know. I didn't feel confident about it. It's like it was this like thing that like it's a bit stupid, But I just love doing it, like just drawing, drawing, drawing.
yeah?
Yeah,
But
it's
your
weird.
parents were probably from a different kind of. So your parents are Turkish, right?
Yeah, like my mum grew up here. She came here when I think she was 2, and then my dad came a bit later. They sort of met, they got married, that sort of thing. Just
Yeah.
working class family, bro. Like just like yeah,
So they probably so their kind of background, they're probably more looking for you to be more of on the educational like side compared to being
yeah,
artistic
yeah,
side. So
yeah,
they probably
yeah.
looked at you like, and they're probably like, "Oh, what are you doing, drawing all this shit for?" You know what I
I
mean? And
think
that's probably why you hit it. Maybe I don't know.
I think they didn't really understand or know how to sort of. like go about, I don't know, sort of nurturing it or trying to like give it direction. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Like I
sure.
didn't really understand either. Like I like art, right? But like when I was that age, I didn't really understand. Like it was just like cartoons, drawing. So it was just yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
yeah,
funny.
man.
Like, yeah, I've spoken to a few people, and
Mm,
like even myself, man, like going to school and
mm,
stuff. Yeah, doing art and stuff. I fucking loved it. And then I had a teacher that
yeah,
just wanted to do more of the theory side, and that's why I was kind of asking
yeah.
you, because
Mm.
that teacher kind of pushed me away from doing art
Oh,
as a
okay.
teenager, and it killed me, man. Because yeah, like I wanted to do art and into going into
Mm-hmm,
year 12 and stuff like that, and I used to
mm-hmm,
see all the mad paintings that the year 12
mm-hmm,
kids were doing,
mm-hmm.
and yeah,
Yeah,
just the theory thing, man. That kind of
you didn't like that.
the influence of older people telling you that you shouldn't do that kind of, it kind of
Mm,
takes you away from what you should be doing,
yeah,
really. But that's the
yeah,
old school thinking, like the way of
yeah.
thinking, right? So it's
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
maybe that's why you hit it or something like that. But now, like, man, I've
Yeah,
seen your artworks at your house, and I'm like, fuck, I can't even do that shit, bro. Like
yeah, yeah,
your artworks are
yeah.
sick, man. Like.
Yeah, like some.
You just say, oh yeah, I just threw some paint on the canvas. I'm like, bro,
Just
if I threw paint on the canvas, it would look like a fucking toilet seat, bro. Like it's just,
it's just like abstract shit, bro. Yeah, but
yeah, I love that.
I did art in high school. I did photography. I did photography for like year 11, year 12. So,
Oh wow.
which was cool. Like it was cool. I did like a major work for year 12. Just trying to remember. It was a long time ago. Obviously, I'm an old cunt now. But yeah, the year 12, the main sort of work for your HSC was based on photography. It was like a photography piece that I worked on, which was cool. Yeah.
What was your major piece? I used to love looking at those pieces, man.
Oh, I don't have it anymore. I don't know what happened. It was at my parents' house, and I don't know what really happened to it. But it
But
was like a photography piece. It was like yeah, like we're doing cool shit. Like another friend of mine did these like again like a photography. Like he was doing these posters that were had this sort of like religious theme to it, and like yeah, it was just yeah, high
yeah, but
school yeah
yeah,
photography, bro. Yeah.
your school. Just saying that with the
Mm,
religious
mm,
thing.
mm.
Homebush Boys wasn't. It's not a religious school, right? So
No, no.
how did that work? Because I went to a Catholic school. How did that work with a
Yeah.
public school? Do they share different religions and stuff like that? How does
Yeah,
that
bro.
work?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
You just learn
there's
about
just
different religions at school?
yeah, but there's no religious studies or whatever it's called. Like I
Okay.
like you because you went to a Catholic school, so that's like heavy on the
Yeah.
on like teach. Yeah, you go to church and like yeah, all that. No, it's
Yeah.
like we just there's no religious studies or there's no because yeah, it's just government school, bro. It's just
Nothing
but
else.
our schools are close, you know that, yeah. Like our
Yeah,
schools
bro.
are
We used to have mad battles with
yeah,
you guys, like in the year 12. What do they call the muck up
yeah,
days?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think you guys took it to another level when you guys threw a fucking dead pig into our pool.
Mm. I don't know about that. I don't
Yeah, that
know.
was.
But yeah, but we didn't know each other like back in those days anyway. So like
Nah.
we met later on. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't have
Yeah.
like yeah, but sort of same era, like same age, but yeah, we didn't sort of know each other back then.
Yeah, for sure. But
Yeah. Yeah.
so going into that art space, when was the first
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
you kind of noticed graffiti, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, what was the first moment you realized? Like,
Um. Again, early, bro. Like early, just being curious about it. Like more like, oh, what's that? What does that mean? You know, like it's a bit like it's secretive. It's like, what's it about? Like no one's talking about it, but you see it everywhere. You know,
what, tags,
um,
pieces? What are you talking?
tags. I reckon more tags.
Yeah.
So, like I've got sort of memories of stuff that I could remember, like around in and around Lidcombe, for example. Um, I would say like early memories. My dad, when we used to go to his work, which was like Enmore, Newtown, seeing all that, seeing like King Street,
Oh,
Enmore
yeah.
Road, anything like you know that, like that's just there's a lot of graffiti.
Yeah, Newtown's
So
the spot in Sydney
yeah,
for
yeah,
yeah
and just even
murals and all the
driving
rest of
there.
it.
Yeah, yeah, just driving. Like think of you're driving through, yeah, Parramatta Road to Newtown. Like There's heaps of graffiti. So just looking out the window of the car and trying to basically like, just like read the tags. I don't know, like I could read, so I'm like reading them. They're like
Can you?
names.
I didn't know.
No, like at that age, like I could read. So I'm like, okay,
From
that says
a
that. That
public
says
school
that.
too. You can read.
Yeah,
Fuck,
yeah,
that's pretty good,
yeah.
man. A+ for you, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. And then like noticing the same tag. So it's like, oh, that's that again. There's that again. And then I think like I don't know, man. Like I sort of remember when I was like, I would have been in like year 3, like 8 or 9 years old, like actually copying those tags. Like,
Okay.
does that make sense? Not
Yeah.
copying, but like just writing them down. Like again,
Right.
when I'm
Everyone
drawing.
copies. Everyone copies at
Yeah,
a young
yeah.
age
No,
like
but you
that.
know what I mean? Like you're noticing it, you're taking notice, and like you're sort of,
Yeah.
but not understanding anything about it. Maybe just again, like, just like, 90s, like American movies and just, anything that was filmed in LA or New York and sort of again noticing that. I knew that was graffiti, but I didn't know who's doing it, why it's being done. It just looked cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
What
looked cool.
were
This
some of
is
those tags that you can
way
remember
before.
that just stood out to you the most,
I,
man? Like
I,
surely there would
I
have
don't
been.
know. I try to think about like, there's some like stuff there's tags that I remember seeing again, like just locally that like not sort of big, but I remember like, I definitely remember like RBS stuff, like just that RBS, not knowing, understanding that's a crew. Like I just
Yeah.
remember seeing it.
Yeah.
Um, Definitely, yeah, that and fuck, bro, like that piece on King Street, the top kid that's not there anymore. That was there for like decades. Like I remember that early '90s, like seeing that as a kid.
Yeah.
Is that the? I forget. Is it? It's not. I forget. Anyways, yeah.
King
But
Street in Newtown.
yeah, the top towards the uni.
What's the uni? Like an alleyway or where the
No,
I
no,
have a dream
on King
piece
Street.
thing was? Or
Oh no, wait, the top. Yeah, there's that, and
okay.
then there's like, um, it starts with A. It wasn't a.
A time?
It wasn't. No, it wasn't a tome. No, no. It said. I think people will understand. I reckon people know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. I just
probably.
can't remember
Yeah,
what it was
I
called.
can't
Yeah, it
remember
was
it,
there for
but
like forever. I think just like maybe 5, 6 years ago they painted over it, which is really weird.
yeah.
But
Yeah, they probably
yeah,
put
it was
some
there for like
colourful bullshit on it over the top.
no,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. They just buffed it, and it was there. I don't
Yeah.
even know why it was there for that long, but it was there for that long.
Yeah.
Um, where yeah. Anyways, that's
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, man.
So
Just like seeing stuff like that, just trying to read it, trying to understand it. That was pretty much it. I just thought it was cool. I just thought it was like mysterious. It was like, oh, what is
yeah.
this? Who's
And then
doing
you
it? That's the
yeah,
other
and
thing.
then
Who's doing it?
yeah, and then you started obviously you started just doing tags on tags in your little books at school and stuff like that because man your tags are pretty fucking up there with like
My hand style's
a
pretty.
lot of writers don't really know this, but Mr. G has some
Yeah,
fucking sick tags.
yeah.
Like
My hand style's
man,
pretty vicious,
it's
bro. Pretty vicious, like. Just
he's up
look.
there.
You said it before. I've always been an outsider looking in. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
I know writers. I've been around like a lot of shit, but just I like never really, wasn't
got into it.
it wasn't that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
mainly
like
on
how
pen to paper, nothing on the
yeah,
street.
yeah,
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 yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Yeah. And it's
yeah,
like, yeah, not like the other guy, whoever you're sort of speaking to, like not never active, never thing, but I love it. I love it. And I feel
yeah,
once I hit high school and then like again you meet people, especially the area again where you're growing up, which was just I don't know, man. Like I reckon the best shit just came out of there. Like I'm talking Strathfield, Burwood, just that area. Yeah, a lot of mad writers. And it just felt like I don't know, bro. It just felt like this is coming into like 98, 99. This is high school years, 2000, 2001. It just felt like that was the shit. That was, and it felt like it was just our area. It just didn't seem like I thought it was just that's our area. Like the whole the tags and the people. You know what I mean? Like just that. And you talk to people, you meet people, you start piecing things together and sort of understanding it. Like, oh, okay,
yeah,
this is this is that. okay, this guy's up a lot. Okay, he's in that crew. He writes that, like, and just
Yeah.
and then as you get older, you go out and seek more. Like you find spots. You're looking at pieces. You're on the train system now because like when I
Yeah.
was a kid, I wasn't. So once I turned 12, like I'm on the trains and I'm seeing now it on trains and outside trains.
Yeah.
And then you start understanding, okay, this has got something to do with like trains and like it's it'll just make
Yeah, because
yeah.
it's funny. It's funny, like the Karen that
Yeah.
gets a house with a little tag on the outside of it, like, oh, these bloody kids, all the rest of it. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, that's actually a 40-year-old man. And
Yeah. Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
culture around what
Yeah.
you're complaining about. The
Yeah.
average person doesn't understand it all, which is
Yeah.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
funny
Yeah,
thing,
and I thought
man.
it was all kids too. That's another thing.
Yeah,
But a lot of the stuff that I would see when I was a kid, it would have been like some older guys maybe,
yeah,
writing and shit.
yeah. That's the thing about
But
it. Like they don't understand
mm,
that like the
mm,
murals, all those big colorful murals and stuff, are all
yeah.
done. They're all done by adults, but obviously
Mm,
to get into that space, you have to start off doing a bit of fucking bit of
yeah.
taggies around the streets, and a bit of
Yeah.
illegal
Yeah.
activity, and that's where the
Yeah.
letter form comes from. It comes from
Yeah.
the tag, and then it goes into the throw up, and then it goes into the piece. Is what a lot
Yeah.
of people see in Newtown and all those big mural spaces and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
everybody loves, and yeah, it's funny when like governments and stuff try and crack down on tags and stuff. It's like you want the colourful stuff, but you don't want the tags. But these
Mm.
colourful pieces started with the tags. It's just a part of the culture, man. There's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, it's just funny.
It is. Look, it's been around for a long time, and I've got my philosophy on that too. Like, but I just feel it's just something that's here to stay. And like I said, not active, very sort of in the scene and like on this, like following the scene.
Yeah,
Um, I think like obviously I still sort of look at shit and like, but I'm a bit older. I look at it a bit differently now. It still
yeah,
fascinates me, and I feel like
yeah.
it's still that same feeling. Like why I think I liked it is because, or like it is because, again, it was just an artistic expression. It was just like I don't know. It
It's
was a
fucking
bit
cool, man. It's
mysterious.
fucking cool.
Yeah, it was mysterious. Yeah, it is. Like
Yeah.
it is. It is.
And not
But
many people can do it, man. So it's like a thing that
no,
people look
no,
from the outside
no,
in, going, "Fuck, how
no,
they do
no.
that shit?" And that's kind of
Yeah.
how I started my career. It was the same thing, man. Like I was
Mm,
just
mm,
for so long I just never noticed it, and then one day I was just like riding through the canals and I seen this piece, and I just went, "How the fuck do they do that?" And then
yeah. Yeah.
you just ask people, find out, and then you see a tin in your dad's garage, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I might try
Yeah.
this out," and then all of a sudden, you're
Yeah.
doing pieces all the time. But yeah,
Yeah.
from it's
What
interesting
about
coming from your side of things, from the outside looking in.
what about Bondi Beach walls? Do you remember that being a kid
Yeah,
and
man.
like
Yeah.
seeing like remember that? And that's
Yeah,
like really
there was
like
a whole thing. Do you remember there was like a what was it? There was like a beef between like the West and the inner city
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Was it
yeah, yeah,
Arco,
yeah.
two Arcos or something
Yeah,
like that
yeah,
were,
yeah,
were,
yeah,
were
yeah,
getting
yeah,
into it, and
yeah,
then they had
yeah,
like a little
yeah,
battle off at Bondi, and
yeah,
then but yeah,
yeah,
The Bondi Wall's always been
yeah.
synonymous with Sydney
Not
graffiti.
anymore,
Like,
eh? Like no one's
nah,
really
man, I went down
no
there,
one
bro.
paints it, huh?
I actually went down there. Like 2 weeks ago, man. I was like, what the fuck
Mm.
has happened to this place, man? It's just
No,
full of
yeah,
like it's fucking garbage at the moment. But
yeah.
sorry to all the
The
artists that
last
do
time,
it, but fuck,
yeah,
it's
the
not what it
last
used to be,
time,
man.
no, the last time I think like maybe like late 2000s, people were still painting there. Like you'd see fresh pieces, but
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. And like I don't really go to Bondi
Yeah,
Beach
the
now,
council
but yeah.
really struck down on it, and then they decided to
Oh,
do
really?
more.
Oh,
Yeah, they started to do more of the.
but it was
I
a
don't
legal
know.
wall, right? It was a legal wall for a long time.
Uh, yeah, kind
Like
of.
you
I think
had
you still have to get
permission,
permission.
sort of. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so yeah, you have to ask certain people to get let onto the wall and stuff like that. But
Right, right,
yeah,
right.
now it's strictly council. Like you have to be like a full muralist. Like no, just
Mm,
like a normal artist, not even anything to do with graffiti anymore. But I did
yeah.
notice there was a couple of pieces on the side near the the skate
Mm-hmm.
bowl. There's like a skate park there. There was a Sways piece there, and even Days had a sick, like, it
Yeah.
was like a boom box with like a Days piece on it. It was fucking mad, man.
Mm,
But And I just looked
yeah,
at that and I was like, that could have been all the way down the whole thing, but now it's just filled
yeah,
with, I don't know. To me, it looks like bullshit, but
yeah,
is what it is, man. The
yeah,
councils do what
yeah.
the councils do. So,
That's
um,
right. That's right. Yeah.
yeah, let's move into like your first jobs, like growing up. You, you used to do a bit of the typical Turkish kebab thing back in the day, mate.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So dad had a shop, and I don't know. I found myself like working in there, and I don't know. That just sort of like that was just before we started sort of Mr. G, and I don't know. Everything just sort of fell into place, and
Did you
yeah,
have
man,
that
that
shop? Did you have
was
that shop since you were like really young? Like how long did you have that for?
maybe I don't know. Early 2000s. Yeah, he was like
Oh,
running
okay.
that, and then yeah,
Yeah, so just
and
when I
then
was in my prime, going to the city and getting on benders and stuff, I probably fucking stopped
yeah,
in there, and
yeah,
you probably see me
probably,
just
probably,
just
yeah,
staggering
probably,
around and just, hey,
yeah,
give us a fucking kebab, cunt.
yeah, yeah. So that's probably
Yeah, I reckon,
most
bro.
likely, most likely. Um, and yeah, from that, it's just yeah, again, just sort of that idea of let's. I just want to do something, bro. Like do something
Yeah,
in hospo, and that sort of became this idea to start a food truck,
yeah.
which
How long?
again is
How long?
very
Yeah, how long did you like? Was that from like 16? You worked there up
no,
until
no,
what, your
no,
20s, or
no,
was it like a later
no,
thing?
no. That was like my mid 20s. Like I was working there
Oh, really?
for a couple of years, and then
What'd you do
yeah.
before that?
Before that, I still like worked at cafes and just still like hospo, sort of different odd, like in sales, different sort of odd jobs.
What
Just a bit of a
sales?
lost
What
comp, bro.
like working at like a
Real
retail
estate
shop or
sales,
something?
yeah,
Or
yeah, no, real estate sales. I worked in
oh, no
Glebe for a
way.
bit. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, trying to like fucking list houses and shit. Yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
had
so
a
that's where you get your sales skill from, eh?
dabbled into that. Bro, I was, like, I don't know, bro. I was like, I was just a
Trying to
lost
find
comp for
yourself.
a while. Yeah, man. I think that's what it was. I feel like I don't know, man. Like I just feel like I was like in a bubble for a long time. Like just growing up in the area and just sort of like just not really understanding what I want to do. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I think like travel, like obviously like travel going overseas played a big part in like just seeing different cultures and just like I don't know, man. Like just seeing cool stuff outside of like where like we grew up
Yeah, it blows
and
your mind,
just
right?
sort of
When you first
it
go
does, yeah,
traveling,
it does,
it's like the
yeah, it
first
does.
like yeah, I tell everyone, man, like as soon as you turn 18, fuck off uni,
Mm,
fuck off studying, just fucking go
mm,
travel, explore the
yeah,
world because it kind of opens up your mind into thinking of different stuff. Maybe you
yeah,
didn't know, maybe you wanted to do something different in your life, but if you're
yeah,
stuck in uni, you're just stuck in that same area. You just get stuck there and you're just like, oh, I'm going to just do this. Whereas if you go traveling, you get to meet different people and then you can network with other people and then eventually you can find something that you really love, like even if it's in the travel
yeah,
industry or whatever like that. And when was the
yeah,
first
yeah.
time you traveled overseas that you can remember?
Uh, I don't know, man. Maybe like when I was like 21, 20. I don't know. Like it wasn't big. Like now everyone just travels, but like on that traveling thing, like I think like traveling is interesting when you're sort of seeing different cultures and just sort of understanding how different places work, like a different country, a different city, food. Like again, for me, sort of seeing how people sort of cook, how they do things. It's not like just fucking go fucking on the drugs party. You know what I mean? Like I'm not talking about that sort of travel.
Yeah.
It's more just sort of like I don't know. It sounds cliche, but like yeah, just sort of just seeing other cultures, just seeing how something other than where you're from sort of
Yeah.
works, and then and that's when the
So
sort of
what countries were there that you went to when you like younger?
just Asia, Thailand, fucking America, um, even like New York, like when you like talking about graffiti before, like even just sort of understanding the idea of graffiti, it makes much more sense when you actually go to New York and just sort of understand,
You can
the transit system
feel
and
it
all
in
that.
your
You can
bones.
feel it, and you understand why it started there, or why like it just makes more sense in that city. You know what I
I've
mean?
never been
So
there, but I can just imagine like
you
going there
have
and
to,
seeing
bro. It's the
those
mecca.
train bridges and stuff and being like, man, this looks like a fucking
That's
movie set.
that's the mecca. That's like that's hip hop. That's like just and even that like just trying to understand like how hip hop started and how it sort of evolved, and like it was just kids, you know what I mean? It was just kids that were just expressing themselves like through music, dance, like art, and to wrap that all up in this sort of something that like what they were doing was you can't sort of go,
It's a
oh,
game
that was
changer.
just borrowed. Yeah, like you can't look at that and go, that was borrowed from this, or was that it was original. It was like it
Yeah.
made sense, but it makes sense in that city, like back in the 70s and coming into the 80s, like that sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and all those
it's just
little kids that
amazing.
were doing that stuff, like now you look at it
Just
now and it's
amazing,
just
bro.
exploded all
Well,
over the world. Even in a country like Australia, man, like you would
yeah,
never think that fucking hip hop would be a thing in Sydney back in even
but
like the 80s and stuff like that with like Death Wish Cast,
yeah,
all those
yeah,
guys from the early hip hop days
mm,
and stuff like that. Even you had like
yeah,
the American influence in New Zealand and stuff with what was his name, Scribe. Remember the Crusader
yeah.
song?
Scribe was
Like,
mad. That
man,
was mad. Yeah, it
bro,
was a
yeah,
good
I
time.
listened to that song
Scribe,
recently, man. I was
P.
like, fuck.
Yeah, yeah, that was good. Yeah, bro, like just uh, like New York's mad, but yeah, just that like we grew up on that culture, but we didn't even understand that. Like we didn't even understand it was coming from there. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
we're growing up, we're fucking like you're racking, like that whole culture, like fucking Polo North Face, but it's like we thought that was us. Like, does
yeah.
that make sense? But we didn't know that we're actually getting influenced by like rap music, and like it's coming from there. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and
And like
so
to
all
go,
like when you were dressing up with like polo, Ralph Lauren,
yeah,
like all
yeah,
that stuff, you were noticing that
yeah,
off the older guys, and then that's gone through from the
yeah,
older guys, and that's where they learnt from, like
yeah,
all
yeah,
that scene in New York and stuff
yeah,
like that. So
yeah.
you would
From
have
from
seen
rap,
them just
yeah,
thinking, oh, this is like
yeah,
from Sydney. It's like everyone just does this
yeah,
now, but the
yeah,
older
yeah,
boys
yeah,
kind of like started all that shit,
yeah.
and it's
Hundred
funny that
percent,
you
hundred
think
percent.
like that, like
Yeah, but it comes from rap again, but even it comes from like fucking like late 80s rave culture, like so that's like they've
yeah,
got that European influence with like runners and shit, and like just that whole rave scene, that which like I don't know, we sort of missed that. That's a bit sort of earlier.
yeah,
Um but yeah, it's just this sort of out, and that's what I think has shaped us as in Sydney, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
and now it's crazy, like it's what we were into or what we were like trying to dress and do has just become almost like, now I'm talking about now, has become just, it's more accepted, it's
it's normal
actually the
now. It's
uniform,
like
it's it's
bro,
city
like
culture.
yeah, even I do jobs in like the eastern suburbs
Mm,
and stuff, and I see
yeah,
kids walking around with TNs and fucking polo shirts and shit, and I'm
yeah,
like, bro,
yeah,
you cunts have no idea why you're dressing the way you are. It's because of people
yeah,
from the west getting into hip hop and all the
yeah,
rest of it, and now it's just accepted everywhere. And you got people like obviously like 1-4 and stuff pushing that stuff,
yeah,
and like Spanian obviously, and it
yeah.
just
Like
it's
Spain's
funny,
our age, like what he
yeah,
talks about is that's the era that we grew up in, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
but it's just
yeah.
amazing to see it now, that it's just like it's
It's
almost
normal.
like it's Australian culture,
Yeah,
but like late 90s, early 2000s, that was like, it was just like, that's sort of like, to me it just felt like that's where we grew up, and that's how like everyone, that's what everyone does in our area, if that makes sense. But then
yeah.
some kids again our age out west were thinking the same, like it was just like little pockets, but it wasn't like, I'm just talking about
That's
like rap, like whether
yeah.
graph, whatever,
That's
like
the thing with like back in the day with me, like
yeah.
being a writer and stuff.
Mm.
The only way you could find out if someone else was a writer is because they were wearing fucking polo and TNs and all the rest of it. You know what I mean? So now it's like you
Yeah,
can't even tell anymore. So I think
but bro,
most of the writers now just wear normal clothes.
but
Just
it
to
wasn't.
fucking
But see, that's the thing. It wasn't even like being a like looking like that and being a writer. I feel like it's just that was just part, like that was almost like the uniform. You know what I mean? It was just like just the thing that everyone. You know what I mean? Like everyone does, and it was just. It wasn't even. Yeah, bro. It's not even like even writing culture. Like it's not even. It's just a. It was just that era. Like
um
I think it's just interesting. Like that's like we're talking about something 2 decades ago, and it's just interesting that it's. But I think it's just like I said, evolved into like it's almost like an Australian thing. It's like people
yeah,
are proud of that look or that sort of
definitely.
whatever. I don't know. Yeah, but
Yeah.
when we were younger, it was just that sort of, whether it was thieving, writing, whatever you were doing, it was just that sort of that image, or I don't know, like I can't even understand why I was into that. You know what I mean? It was just a thing to do.
You're brought up in that, man. That's it. But
yeah, it's you're just a product of your environment, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But was that the only type of music you're into as a young fellow, or did you have some music that like your parents were into, or
Bro, like
I know you love a bit of fucking bit of Cold Chisel and a bit of Jimmy Barnesy.
mate, see, I went to a Cold Chisel concert and I felt like out of
Fuck
place,
off.
man. Like,
Wow.
I swear I went to a concert. Bro, because I like all types of music. I obviously I grew up on like
That's
rap,
good.
right? And but I've always sort of been into just all sorts of like like the whole whether it's like grunge, that sort of like 90s sound, metal, psychedelic rock. I love that shit too. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. It's weird. Now I don't know how it is now. Maybe now it's like it's cool to just be a bunch of things. But like I don't know. Growing up, it was just like a bit. Like I had that was like my skater mates. You know what I mean? Like I did some skateboarding too. Like that was. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it was like
so everyone had their own little. Everyone branched off into
can't do that.
groups.
Yeah.
No, because I
It's
remember
like you look different. You're over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I remember back at school,
like,
man.
You're not that.
Yeah, my first music was full like death metal, like I don't know, like Sepultura and all that screamer shit. And then I remember jumping into one of my brother's cars, and he had Biggie playing in the Biggie playing in the background.
Yeah.
And bro, this is funny because I couldn't understand what he was saying. Like this is so weird. I couldn't understand what he was saying, and then my brother taught me like all the words and stuff like that. And then I just love the sound of like his voice, and
you were just exposed to
like
it,
the kind of like boom bap kind of beats and stuff like that. And then after that, I was just like, all right, see you later, metal. It's fucking straight into hip hop, bro. And that's where I eventuated into graffiti and stuff. But it's funny how you just change over the years. Even now, like I remember, like I can recall actual song titles from back in the day, but if you told me, name a song in the last 10 years that's a banger, I couldn't even tell you, bro. Like maybe like Niggas in Paris, or that's about it, man. Like I don't even know anymore. Like, but maybe it's a thing where we had CDs with the peel out labels that you could read the lyrics or something like that, or maybe it's a fast paced thing now where you can just flick through all your Spotify and you don't pay attention to the song long enough to really appreciate it. But
I'll tell you what the problem is.
To me, it's not really. Yeah, hip hop now is not as good as it used to be. But yeah.
Do you want me to tell you what the problem is?
Yeah, tell me what it is, man.
Think
tell me.
When we were listening to it, like some of like the 90s shit, whatever, right? It was sort of not popular. It was a bit sort of not underground, but it wasn't considered like popular music, right? And I feel like in the last couple of like the last decade or whatever, since like that Drake, like around like when Drake came out,
True.
I think it's sort of become like rap is just pop music, right? And there's so many different genres now, because like before there wasn't. It's like rock music, right? Remember like when the height of like rock music, you got all these different genres, like you said, metal, fucking, you know what I'm trying to say? And that's what rap's become. So it's like it's hard. Also, we're getting older. So it's hard to sort of follow. Like I still listen to new shit, but you're right. I'm with you. I can't follow and I don't like everything. Like some of the shit is crap, you know. Like, but, it's just like it's not even, bro. It's not even rap. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's
all the fucking.
But I like it too. But I like it.
The mumble rap and all the rest of it, bro. That's when my brain just went hip hop. Gone, and then I remember speaking to you and a couple of your friends and stuff at a barbecue and stuff like that. And you've always been keeping up to date with hip hop and stuff, which is pretty cool, man. Like, because you've taught me a few artists and stuff like Conway and all those guys, the Griselda crew. And I would have never have known them because I just gave up on it. You know what I mean? So it's cool that you've kept up on it and stuff like that, but it's not for me to try and find all new artists and stuff. But man, it's pretty cool that you've kept up that hip hop kind of thing, and you found some good ones. But what do you think about like the the new scene.
I
I
love
mean,
it, bro.
Raekwon just dropped. I don't know if you noticed, but
No,
Raekwon
I
just dropped an
haven't
album.
listened to it.
No,
Yeah,
are
I
you
haven't.
fucking kidding me?
No,
The Raekwon album
I'm
is
no,
fucking
not yet. I
mint,
haven't sort of. Yeah,
bro. It's 90s
I'm
boom
weird
bap
like
is
that too.
back,
I don't,
baby.
yeah, bro. I'm
It's
weird like
back.
that too. Like I don't get like you know when something drops, and it's all hyped. Like I don't jump on it straight away. I just wait a little bit. I'm like, oh, that's okay. I'm gonna give that time. But it's on my radar. Like you told me about it, yeah, and
Okay.
definitely want to jump on. But yeah, I just think just yeah, rap's changed. I've been following I'm into rap. Obviously, I like listening to rap, and yeah, man, like just recently, like you mentioned, Griselda, like guys like that have been interesting because I feel like for a bit of time it was missing that. Like I love gangster shit, you know what I mean? Like I want to
Yeah.
hear like about fucking, you know, like
Bro,
gangster shit, yeah.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like that's what
that's
gets
our
me.
job.
Like
That's our era, man. So I
uh,
understand why the
you
young
know what I
fellas
mean?
get
Yeah,
into all that
maybe.
mumble shit.
Yeah,
But yeah,
well,
like
maybe that's why because we just grew up on that literally gangster rap, right, as a genre, right? But
yeah,
so like hearing Griselda and just like Benny the Butcher, like those guys, like yeah,
oh
that you mentioned, like it was just like, whoa, who the fuck are these? You know what I mean? Like I was
yeah,
listening to Benny Butcher, but yeah, it's like shit like that recently, which I think I told you about the clips, which I used to listen to
yeah.
like again back
I
in
haven't
high
listened to
school.
it yet, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna jump on.
That's that's heavy. Like that's pretty good. But yeah, man, like I think there's room for that in rap, that sort of sound. I think any of those like rappers that are doing that, I think sort of get a lot of attention, especially like an older audience. You know, it's not like we've stopped listening to rap. You know,
Yeah,
but even the local shit has been fucking off its head. Like even like
yeah,
Sydney stuff, like you mentioned 1-4 before. So that whole like drill sound, like not that I listen to UK drill that much, but
yeah,
like 1-4 was fucking wow.
bro.
Like
That's
yeah, that was
that.
exciting when they dropped.
Yeah,
Like I was like, whoa,
that
these
sparked it
guys
for
are
me,
cool. You
man. That
know?
I was like, finally,
Yeah,
Australian hip hop is gonna
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
explode.
Just
But
these,
then
yeah,
every other cunt's doing the same thing
mm,
now, and it's like it kind of like died off
yeah,
for me. And then I'm like, oh, it all
yeah,
sounds exactly the same as 1-4.
mm,
Like I'm not like knocking them or whatever, but I'm just like,
yeah.
I was just a bit
But
over
that's
it.
what
And then
happens, bro. But doesn't that what isn't
yeah,
that what happens? Like whenever
whatever's
something is
popular.
so fresh and so yeah, you know,
Yeah,
and then people just sort of look at that and get inspired, I guess, and whatever. It's same with fucking graffiti. If you think about it, a lot of
yeah,
like
that's true.
mad writers and a lot of people just sort of doing what they're doing, you know, and just sort of it becomes like a thing to do. I guess I don't
It
know,
just yeah, it
but
just takes one special person to go outside the box, and then
hmm.
other people start joining onto it, like 1-4 did,
Well, look at
and
hip
then
hop. You were talking about we're talking about hip hop. Look at hip hop. It's worldwide now, and we're talking about
yeah,
it's New York, right? You see
yeah,
what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I guess that's how it is. But 1-4, bro, they were mad, bro.
yeah,
They're mad still.
yeah,
But like when they first dropped, it was like, what the
yeah.
fuck is this?
Oh
These
man,
cunts are
that
like they're
album
in
was
Mount
so
Druitt and they're
fucking
ballied
sick.
up, and it's like, whoa, that first song, it was
Yeah,
like, man, like
the message.
you want to do.
See,
It's like
so
you
hey,
listen to it, you
so
want to do something.
this is what I was saying before about a song that I take that back. The last 10 years,
Yeah,
the message was one for me that I was like,
yeah,
oh, hip hop is
yeah,
back. And then,
yeah.
you know, oh,
Yeah.
fuck, man, it just turned
But it
into,
was
you
a
know,
different sound. Like I
yeah.
wasn't, I didn't understand that whole drill. So
Yeah,
like,
it's
I
new.
don't
It
know. It
was
was
new
even,
for Australia.
yeah,
It's been around
yeah,
in the
yeah,
UK for a bit, but
yeah,
and yeah,
yeah,
even America took that shit off. I think did America
yeah.
start that
But
first, or did the UK start it?
this, I think it's a American thing. It's like there's Chicago drill. I think it was big in
Yeah, that's
Chicago.
it.
That
And
was
then the
that
UK took it off
rap
them.
scene there. And then I think there's like but it's different styles. Like it's sort of drill. It's a drill sound, but like obviously the way they're rapping, I don't know. It's like it's a bit different.
Yeah,
But other than that, yeah, the Sydney scene is mad, bro. Some mad rappers out there. Like
chilling it,
obviously
chilling
there's
it,
Chillner. He's the sick one.
bro.
He comes and eats at Mr. G. He's been a
Oh, does
couple
he?
of times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Shout
I
out to
just
him, bro.
yeah.
He's fucking. I love his shit, bro. Him
Yeah,
and that.
he's good. He's good.
Oh man,
He's
that's.
good.
an all-time like Aussie, not kind of a freestyle thing, but you saw the chilling at Wombat thing where they were like going with each other and stuff like that. You seen
Oh
that,
yeah, 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 yeah. I've
bro?
seen that. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
one of my
yeah,
favorite.
yeah,
That's one of my
yeah,
favorite clips, bro. Every time I watch it, and they're just
yeah,
like they're G'ing up in front of the camera and they're just bouncing around like
yeah,
it fucking
yeah,
G's you up, bro. And I'm like, yes,
yeah,
Aussie hip hop, let's go.
yeah, yeah. That's mad. Like
But
a lot of respect for those like anyone like out there, right? Like like everyone's just doing mad shit. Everyone's like really
yeah,
creative, and it's really like cemented. Like it's come a long way from if you
oh,
think about early Aussie hip hop stuff. You know what I
Hilltop
mean? Like
Hoods, Funkles, all
Vice B.
all the basic like
yeah,
drinking
yeah,
the
yeah,
drinking raps.
yeah.
It was
But
pretty
that
much
was a
drinking
different
raps.
sound. But that was a different sound. You know, that was like
Yeah, I love that shit.
that was
Yeah,
a different identity. Like I think it's just evolved from that. And like some of the guys now rapping and like even like if you listen to how like they've got some like bars, bro. You know,
yeah.
fire,
Oh, bro, have
fire
you listened
bars. You
to
know.
the Take Flight thing on YouTube where they had a
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of
I
new
think you
bro.
sent that to me. Someone sent that to
Oh
me.
man, I
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
that like
yeah,
on YouTube on
yeah.
Instagram, and I was like,
Mm,
oh shit, yes, fuck yeah,
yeah,
come on, we need more
yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that, man. I just hate like
yeah,
oh
yeah.
this
Just
blasé,
energy,
boring
bro.
shit, man.
Just
Bring
energy,
all these
bro.
cunts
Yeah,
together and get them all fucking
yeah,
rhyming over each other and all the rest of
yeah,
it. Like,
yeah, yeah,
I like a bit of
yeah,
competition, you know what I mean? It's fucking sick.
yeah, yeah,
Bring
yeah.
back the battle raps, bro.
Battle raps,
Yeah, remember like the
freestyle battle.
360 and the fucking cursor, you
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I mean? Those days
yeah,
where they're
yeah,
rapping in a pub
yeah.
and those, yeah, bro. Those
That's
I fucking
legendary,
love
bro.
those days.
Is that
Yeah.
that cursor? Yeah, cursor. Yeah,
Who
that's
was it? No,
legendary, bro.
360 and yeah, it was
360 and
cursor.
cursor. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That one.
and
That was
360
funny,
was saying
bro.
he looks like a fucking tennis coach.
Yeah, that was funny, bro. That shit was funny. Yeah, that shit's
uh,
mad, bro. Yeah. A lot of like this is earlier shit. Like a lot of like Westline rappers, like Tool OCO, like that sort of sound was pretty cool too.
Osio. Yeah,
Tool
yeah, yeah,
OCO, yeah, that sound
yeah.
was pretty cool too.
Green
Like
line rocking.
those guys. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
bro.
Some fucking mad
Enter.
shit. Yeah,
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 yeah. Well,
yeah, bro.
that were the first like under like real underground grimy
Yeah, yeah,
Sydney hip hop stuff. Where the other
yeah,
ones were more like going to the pub, drinking beers, and talking about that stuff. But
yeah,
these guys were more talking about like the fucking ghetto shit and like the proper
yeah.
Westy life. I can't remember
There
what's
was
that other
one
guy.
track. There was one track recently I heard from Enter. I don't know. I forget what it's called, but it was fucking. It was fire, bro. Like
Yeah,
it was really good. Like he's still. I think he's still putting out music.
he's
So
still doing some
that's
shit. Yeah, for sure.
yeah. That's my yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. That's Sydney shit, bro.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So all right, let's go back into so working
Tell me, bro.
at the kebab shop in the city, bro.
Yep. Yep.
Have you got any fucking like late night fucking dirty stories that you can tell me from
No,
because you used to work
bro.
there late nights,
I
bro. You used to work there like in the morning
Yeah,
and shit, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like some, like I had some, like this was like, yeah, it was like late night, sort of early morning shifts. But I don't know, bro. I can't sort of like
They
remember.
all
Like
blend
it
into one,
was,
right?
but it was like grimy, right? Like that's like sort of like Central Station. Like it was some like grimy shit. Like there was a lot of like,
That was my
yeah,
peak
mm, mm,
clubbing days, I think. Well, what year
mm.
was that? That was probably like 2008, not 10 or something like that, or earlier.
Yeah, well, this is 2000. I'm talking about, yeah, 2012. But yeah, like clubbing, like in the city, like there, like back in the 2000s. Yeah,
But when you
even
worked
that's
there,
changed. Like fucking, that was 2012, 13.
yeah, I was probably still there.
Yeah, people were still going out clubbing, wasn't it? Like yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, man, like the city, like it was just yeah, the city was fucking cool back then. I feel that's changed too,
Oh
but
yeah, the cross and that.
yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, fuck. There we go. Yeah. Like fucking King's Cross was mad, bro. To go
Oh,
out, like
take me back. Take me back.
good times. Like it just
Fuck.
felt like a real city. Like now, I don't know, man. The city's like weird now. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's all Instagram shit.
Doesn't
It's
make
all
sense.
fucking
Yeah.
what are they called? TikTok dances and shit. You walk around and you're like, oh, fucking. There's like 10
Times
cunts
have
dancing
changed,
in an
bro.
alleyway with their fucking spotlight on them and shit.
Yeah. Nothing
You're
is
like, fuck.
like nothing's in like I just feel I don't know, man. It was just different. I feel that's why I just liked like how I grew up and what we did and
It was a lot dirtier. So and like to me, like I love hanging around like the rough and the rough and tumble kind of the dirtier kind of areas. Whereas now it's a lot. It is a lot safer. Like let's be honest, it's a lot safer for kids to go around and stuff like that. But I used to love just fucking walking around the dirty alleyways and shit like that. Just bombing shit and fucking just getting up to bullshit. You know what I mean? But now, it's a lot safer, I guess, in that kind of in that thing. But so there's no real stories that you can think of from the late nights.
Just
every
like
late
obviously
night spot has dramas.
Obviously dealing with like drunk sometimes,
Of course, that's what I'm talking about, brother.
Yeah.
Who else is up at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday?
I can't remember, like, just other than being fucking annoyed, but like that's just how that's because of where we were. But that definitely made me realize like we're not doing a late night sort of spot. We close at 10 p.m. because after 10 p.m. that's when the drama starts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Like even but
who wants to go get a burger at fucking 3 a.m. on a Sunday? Like obviously these blokes have been up on the fucking benders and just coming in.
So it's like
no one's setting their alarm. No one's setting their alarm for 3 a.m. and going, I'm going to get in there before the line starts.
Yeah. And we're not like, it's not like you're a licensed spot where, you know what I mean? Like this is the aftermath of of the drinking.
You're catching the people that have got in cabs, like the last cabs from the city.
Yeah. But that was the experience. Like that was really cool. I feel like it just sort of again, like it was just a period where like I got a bit lost. And I started working there, and bro, like I think that just sort of helped me sort of, I don't know, it was like almost like educational. It was like, it's hard to explain. It's a long story, but it's like basically like it shaped what I wanted to do, because obviously being so close to the business and like basically managing it, and it just sort of made me realize like this is what I want to do. Like it all made sense, and like anything previous to that, and it just all sort of tied in together. But it made me understand like I wanted to do something like myself. I've got some ideas, you know what I mean? And that's where I think just I don't know. It's hard to explain. Just finding like a creative outlet for that.
You knew like the whole process of how hospitality works and stuff like that. Obviously, you learned off your dad or whoever was working in the place, and then you've obviously like improved on that, and you're like, hang on, maybe I can make this better. Maybe I can, I'm a young fella. I know how the young people think, and obviously watching trends, and then the internet came in, and then you've like Instagram's come up, and you've thought of maybe starting your own business. And is that how it all came about? You reckon?
Yeah, but also being around like where that was, that's like Surrey Hills, like that sort of the city. And it's like still to this day, all the cool shit happens around there. So being exposed to like all the mad cafes, even before we opened up, even before we opened up the food truck, like just up the road was Churburger. So just seeing that pop off and sort of going, oh, look at this, this is cool, And I think that's just sort of that was the sort of building blocks to sort of, okay, this is an idea, this is what I want to do. And I remember saying to Dad, like, hey, I'm going to start this food truck. I want to do burgers. I want to do this. So I'm not going to be here for long. And he's like, yeah, whatever. Like, good luck. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Yeah. And like, it was just interesting, and just sort of like research development, just like, okay, putting this together. Obviously you were there. You came over to my house and had early, like, burger nights, and
I can safely say I taste tested the very first Mr. G's burger, and I was like, you know what, it tastes like ass, but give me another one. Give me another one. And,
wasn't that bad?
I had about fucking 10 burgers at the night. At the end of it, I was like, this one. This is the one. And then I'm not going to take any fucking praise for that bullshit. I'm fucking around. But I just remember just being honest with you, because it's funny when people start businesses and they're friends with you, and they'll give you like
this is mad,
it's
bro.
Really good,
this
man.
Is so good.
I just remember being like, man, I'm just going to be really honest with you, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, and I was like, maybe do something else with it, and then you came back with a burger, and I was like, holy fuck. this is gonna
Uh-oh.
change the whole fucking game, bro. Like this is
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
you've
So
mate, like yeah, tell me
it
about that
took, it
whole
took,
the
it
whole
took,
trial
it
period and all
just,
the rest of it.
yeah, it just took time, but like it was cool. I felt like I just found like again just like an outlet to be creative, like creating a brand, creating like sort of this menu, this concept on how we're going to serve it and what we're going to do, and which was like interesting, it was exciting at the time, but it's like it's weird too, right? Like when you think about all the things like, you know, okay, concept, menu, brand, logo, all that sort of stuff, how we're going to market this, how we're going to advertise it, you know, which is like obviously heavy early social media days. Like when I think back to it, it was just, it's interesting that what you can achieve through like almost like a desperation, like a hunger. Like for me, it was like, man, I got
Yeah.
to do this. This is like, I really want to do this. I have to do
Yeah.
this. This for once, like I sort of makes sense. Like I want to, you know, I want to be self-employed. I want to make my own decisions, and I want to get creative with what I want to do, and I want
Yeah.
to like give this to people, and I want them to feel excited. Like when you think about those trial burger parties, like come over, try this, come to the kitchen, try this,
Yeah.
and seeing that reaction, that honest feedback, that sort of fueled that fire to like, okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. So it's just
Yeah.
exciting, and I think like that's 10 years ago, bro. So that's like
I
10,
know.
11 years
Man,
ago,
I can't believe it's
and
been this fucking long, bro, and
like
you're still in the game,
we've
still killing
yeah
it.
we've
Still
yeah we've
fucking
created
killing it,
like
man.
an absolute, like, you know, like almost, yeah, like it's iconic. It's a Sydney sort of brand, like born in
It
Sydney,
is.
still here, you know.
Mate,
And
my missus doesn't
yeah.
even like. I've told her, oh, this is a new burger spot opening up. This is
Mm,
probably like 5 years ago. Before I realized I
yeah,
should stop asking her, but I
yeah.
was like, oh, there's a new burger spot
Mm,
opening up, and she's like, nah, I'm not even gonna fucking bother. Like, Jesus, where it's at. Like, there's no
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
point. Like, and I go
yeah.
there, eat it, and I'm
But
like, yeah, fuck this shit.
yeah, it's just human nature. But we're like, we're curious about like trying new things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
of
like,
course. Especially if you see like
it's
a reel
still,
or something like that, that someone's been like,
yeah,
oh, all these people are saying it's so good, but all these fake
yeah. You get
creators and
curious. You want
reviewers
to.
and bullshits. Don't get me started about the reviewers,
Yeah,
bro. I
don't get
fucking hate
started
those
on that.
cunts. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Um,
Yeah.
I think, yeah, people are just interested in like trying different things, but it's like your favorite pizza joint, yeah. But you still want to like go, oh, this is a new place, that's a, which is
Try it.
cool.
Yeah.
Like, and there's like a lot of cool like burger joints still opening up, and
Yeah.
people. But for us, like for me, it's more just like it's interesting, like just seeing repeat customers or people that have been coming for years, or like people come once and even coming. Like think about the maddest shit, like the maddest place that you can go to, right, and eat something really good. And it's like even if it's so good, like it's really hard to go back again. Or it's like, yeah, I want to go, but it's like you're so busy, maybe, you know,
Yeah.
trying something else, like
Yeah.
to really like understand for someone to like a return customer. That's like it's
Yes.
interesting, like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've had
that's
that
it's
so many
special.
times. Like the missus is
You know what I
always like,
mean?
"Oh, let's go try this place
Mm,
in the city." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, sweet."
yeah,
We go there. I'm like, "This is fucking, it's fucking good," but I'm not coming back
yeah,
again. Like it's like, you know what I mean? But whereas with
yeah.
yours, at least
For whatever
yours
reason,
is
huh?
at like like a price point where it's like I can come here fucking every week. You know
Yeah, I
what I
guess
mean?
so. I
Whereas
guess
these
so.
other
Yeah,
places, I'm
yeah,
just like, I'll go there
yeah.
once, and then something else pops up, and I'm like, I'll go there, and
Mm,
I'm like, oh, this is really good
mm,
too. But I never
mm,
go back to them. I never go back to
yeah,
them. But
yeah.
yours, I'll go back every
I,
week.
Yeah, and I've thanks, bro. I think just we've just stayed consistent. I think from the start,
Yeah,
it's sort of like it's sort of been me and just what I am into, which has it was easy to build a brand like based on that. It's basically like sort of my name, like not sort of it's my name on the
yeah, it is
brand.
your name. Yeah,
It is my name, yeah.
yeah,
And that's, um, yeah, and I think it's just been easy to just sort of just expressing like all the shit that I think is cool and doing that through the brand, but also just staying consistent over the years and just like understanding like the importance of why we started this. Just basically make really good burgers and just stay
yeah.
consistent, and you know, and just keep it
That's
exciting and keep it, you know, again, it always sounds cliche when I talk about it, but
yeah,
that's what it was, man. It was just like, you know, like how good can this burger be? Like, and how it like, just thinking outside the box and, these crazy ideas and how can we make this like,
Yeah,
where
because
you're just sort of like,
bro, I remember,
wow, this shit is
yeah,
mad,
bro, I
like,
remember going to your house and then
yeah,
like all of your YouTube feed was like your history was just all food stuff and I remember like messaging you and like you'd be up at like fucking 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, just
yeah, yeah,
constantly watching international foods, different
bro,
types of I don't know, yeah, cultures and stuff like that. And obviously you've learned from that and you've put that into
like,
your
bro, it's
into your
just,
burgers or not into like just your knowledge of the food culture and stuff like that. And that's obviously mate, it's been shining. So
yeah.
all that hard work that you've done has finally come to fruition, right?
Thanks, bro. Thanks. Yeah, but it's not been easy. Like it's hard, bro. But I think back then it was just like you said, like I sort of just again what I said before. It's like out of I think like a desperation, a hunger. Like like
Yeah,
you want to do something or you want something, and
yeah,
it's like just realizing that like, bro, like when you're like I don't know when you grow up like when you become a man, you know what I mean? And like I was in like how old was I then? Like that's my mid-20s, yeah. It's like you just realize like no one's giving you anything, you know what I mean? Like no one's
yeah.
sort of handing like if you want something, you go get it, you know
You
what
got
I
to
mean?
take
So
it. You got to go and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But I think that comes from our era too, like fuck a money maker, like hustle, do stuff like so. Just trying to package that all up, and that sort of fueled that sort of let's do this, let's get it, let's
yeah.
fucking
Well, that's where I'm
let's make it
fucking. That's what
happen,
I'm trying to do with this whole thing, man. Like, fucking, bro, I'm
bro.
doing what you
Podcast.
did fucking 10 years ago, bro. With the bro, I'm
Yeah, yeah,
doing fucking. Man, I work 6 days a week, and then now,
yeah,
I'm coming home from work doing the kid thing, and then I'm doing
yeah,
fucking 4 hours of editing every fucking day. I'm
yeah.
doing fucking 3 podcasts a week, bro. Like I'm just,
Yeah.
but that's kind
It's
of like
mad.
in my nature,
It's
bro. I'm
mad.
full, like I'm addicted to anything, bro. You give me like one little thing, and I'll keep going at it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But
that's
you
what I'm
like it,
doing
right?
now.
It's like it's being creative. It's being like, and it's like it's opening up. I don't know. I love this whole podcast sort of idea. Like it just opens up conversations and like there's an audience. Like what we're doing right now, there's an audience for this. You know what I mean? There's an audience
Yeah,
for that. There's like it's just entertainment and like that's changed too. Like YouTube and like everything is just so different now. So
yeah. No,
yeah.
it's funny. Like you don't. Yeah, a lot of people that I speak to, they've never done a podcast like yourself, man. You've never done a podcast, right?
I don't think no. Like
Yeah,
I've done like
it's
video shit, but
Yeah,
not a
so it's
pod. I
like,
don't
and
think
then
I've done a. Yeah.
every single
No,
person
I
that I
haven't.
messaged, I was like, oh hey man, do you want to jump on the pod and have a chat about stuff and like chat about your life, whatever? And they're like, oh yeah, man, I've thought about doing it, but I've never done it. And I'm like, I'm gonna be the first one. Come in, let's go,
Yeah,
jump into my studio. And I'm like,
yeah, yeah,
but if
yeah,
you asked me fucking, 10 years ago or whatever, if I'd be doing this shit, I would have been like, fuck off, cunt. Like, yeah, but I listen to a lot of podcasts and I mean, last year I had my Spotify replay. They do the yearly replay of like how many hours you've listened to stuff, bro. Mine was like 86,000 hours of podcasts.
Fuck, man. Far out.
So I'm
Yeah,
like, you know what? I think the graphs community and the hip hop community needs a bit more people to jump into it, and
yeah,
I think I'm going to be the man for this,
yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's come with a lot of fucking dramas, bro.
Well, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of stories. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there like that want
Yeah,
to sort of share their story and like, yeah, it's cool, bro. It's all positive, I guess.
yeah.
It's cool,
It's
bro.
it's it's
Yeah.
also like even speaking to I had like one of my best mates on last night
Mm-hmm.
actually, and
Mm-hmm.
it's funny you don't know someone until you've had a proper sit down with someone for 2 hours, man, and you
Yeah.
learn everything about them, and you're like, man, I've known you for 20 years, and you've
Yeah,
told
I've
me
never thought
something
of it like
I've
that,
I've
eh?
never even fucking known about, man. That's the
Yeah.
beauty of a podcast, man, and that's
Yeah.
kind of why
I
I'm
never
doing
thought
it
of it
now,
like
man.
that.
Just so even if they have kids or whatever, they can at least
Mm.
have their voice and put that onto like a little like a hard drive or something that their kids can listen to
Mm.
when they're older. Because like I remember when my pop passed away, like
Mm.
we didn't have anything from him, and I did like a little sneaky
Yeah.
video like just before he was passing away, and like my
Mm.
auntie just coming up and being like, oh, have you got that video that you did, that you cheekily did? And I was like, oh yeah, I got it. And that's the only thing that we had of him talking about his previous life. And I was like, this is something that I want to give to other people. You know what I mean? I want other people to just have a little nugget of their life and give it back to them, and just they can just hand it off to kids, man. Because you don't even have
100%.
photo albums anymore, bro. It's all on your phone. It's a digital footprint, which could one day, if they switch the lights off, that's all gone. You know what I mean?
Or if you
So
don't save it properly, yeah, it's gone.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
exactly, man.
No,
So
you're
I
right.
just that's why I'm kind of why I've started this thing, but hopefully it takes off. I don't know if it does, whatever. But I find it fun too. I can have a couple of beers and have a chat to my mates. So that's another excuse too. I
Good
tell the
excuse.
missus.
Yeah. No, I get it, bro. I think that's super important. Like my grandfather passed last year, and yeah, like sometimes like when you think of it, it's just like there was so many conversations or things that you wanted to ask, and you just, or I don't know, like
Yeah, you
it
just don't
just
do it.
you don't realize until they're gone. So
They're
like,
gone.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
leaving something behind. I think that's super important.
Yeah,
That's very
like I did.
like,
It's funny. I remember maybe I was born to do this, but I remember doing a school project back when I was I think I was about 12 or something like that. And
yeah,
it was like a history thing, and I got a little tape. You remember the little tape cassette recorder things?
yeah,
You
yeah,
remember those
yeah,
little
yeah,
things?
yeah.
And then
Voice
they were like, "Oh,
recorder.
you need to
Yeah.
do something on like the World War II, I think it was." And my pa
Mm-hmm.
was he was involved in that shit up
Yeah.
north. I think it was like Darwin or something like that. And I went in there with my squeaky little
Okay. Yeah.
my testes were dropping, and I was like recording, hey, girl, hey, tell me some war stories. And man,
Yeah.
my mum actually has that video, so I
Do you
might
have
actually.
that?
Yeah, my mum's got it, man. So I'm gonna get it off
That's
her, and then
mad. Yeah.
hopefully it turns out all right. And I might even chuck it on the podcast. We'll see.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
listen to little old
That'd
Aussie
be cool.
Battler from back in the day.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
But yeah,
Um,
I think
yeah,
it's
all the
cool.
old like VHS family videos, like they're just treasures,
Oh,
bro. Like that needs to be
classics.
guarded and like, yeah, and
Yeah,
saved and like sort of preserved properly. Like there's heaps of shit at my parents' house too that I'm always like thinking,
yeah.
even like old photo albums that like when my
Oh,
grandfather passed, like I took some of them and like I was like, nah, man, I'm just gonna keep these. These are important. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And whether it was like me or like my uncle or whoever else, but it's important for us to hold on to that sort of stuff and try
yeah,
to like protect it. You know what I mean? Like you
yeah.
said,
Well,
now it's like digital. It's
yeah, even recently, man. Like you've seen me with the fucking camera that I had like a film roll in and shit. I started to try and bring that back. Do you remember that?
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
and you look at the photos, man, and it full looks like you've taken a photo from like the 90s and shit. It's fucking sick, man. I
yeah,
love it, but it's just
yeah,
carrying
yeah,
around that big cunt. Like you're just like,
yeah.
where am I going to put this
Which
thing?
was
Like it's just like,
well, that was a thing before. Remember, like when we used to go out with like friends and shit when we were
yeah,
young, we used to have the disposable cameras and shit.
disposable cameras, bro.
And bro, just like
Oh,
taking photos of like
the,
like you'd go out with girls and like you'd be like taking photos like hey like a cool cunt, yeah.
so now you're at the top of. I'm pretty sure how many followers you got on your page now. Like I don't know if you've checked or whatever,
I
but
think there's like on Instagram like 35,000 or something like
yeah,
that. Yeah,
wow, yeah. So
yeah,
now you're at
bro. Yeah,
you're at the fucking peak, mate. You can
yeah.
go bigger, of course.
Well,
How do you stay on top of the peak? You know what I mean? Like a lot of businesses I've seen so many burger businesses go down, and I'm
mm,
like,
mm,
obviously, yeah, they've done something wrong, or there's been some dodgy stuff done,
yeah,
or whatever. But
I
how
don't
do you
know.
stay on the top, man? Like,
It's just being consistent, bro, with what you do, and like I don't know, just waking up every morning and just like because it's big. It's like I don't know, bro. After 10 years of running this, right? It's like it's bigger than you. You know what I mean? It's in like you like I don't know. Am I the face of the business? I'm not sure, but it's like it's just bigger than you, right? It's been in so many people's lives, and so many people have almost like an emotional connection to it. That's their favorite
yeah,
burger joint. So it's just our responsibility to keep like delivering that. That's really my job at the moment. Like I've been fortunate enough to like hire the right people, develop like sort of systems where like there's management, there's like, it that takes care of the day-to-day operations, and that just gives me more time to like be more creative, just push it, make sure that we're doing the right thing and we're just like here to stay. Yeah,
Speaking of
it's a big responsibility, bro.
speaking of being creative,
Mm.
I'm loving your acting career at the moment. I fucking
On
mate, you
the
are
Instagram
mate.
reels,
When are you gonna
couple of,
start a
I
fucking
jump on.
movie? I fucking mate. Your acting is fucking supreme. I love it, bro. It's like
Oh
every time
man,
you bring up a
it's all
reel
for the
or
gram,
whatever.
all
Yeah,
for the
bro.
gram,
It's
bro.
no,
No,
it's so sick, man. It's so funny, man. I love
yeah,
what you're doing, man. So you've got a full
yeah.
obviously you've got like a full marketing team and stuff that helps you, or
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
not doing
yeah,
it on
yeah,
your own, are you?
definitely. No, no, no. I've got I work closely with someone that takes care of all the like the social media
Yeah.
management, like
You can shout him out if you want.
marketing. Yeah, he's young too, like mad, just creative. Obviously, like understands the brand, understand what we're trying to do. But I'm going back to like another social media agency that does like all the which is an agency that I worked with in the past.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like he takes care of all that sort of stuff. We come up with some cool concepts. Again, it's just like just a bit of advertising. It's a bit of like it's just a platform to sort of communicate on what we're doing, just get creative with it, and just have fun. You know what I mean? And it's like which involves me like
Yeah. Stepping
acting.
out of your shell, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's yeah, it's look, it's just that's what I mean, bro. You just got to do what you got to do. Like that's what it's all about. Like no one's gonna do it for you. And that's
Yeah.
all. This is on me. You know what I mean? And it's like
Yeah.
I just gotta push the brand, bro, and just like make sure that pretty much like everyone's happy. That's like staff,
Yeah.
our customers, like everyone. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's
I'm
just
sure
the
you
hat I
never
wear.
thought that you'd have to
Nah, bro.
start doing like acting reels and stuff like that, like when
Nah,
you started the business,
nah,
right? So it's kind of
nah,
like
nah, nah. Nah, man.
you need to
It's
push yourself into the next realm to get
yeah,
to thrive in a business, right? You can't just sit back and just
yeah.
be like, oh yeah, this is good. Let's
Nah,
just sit back. You need to, especially in this day and age, it's all fast
yeah,
paced. You need
yeah,
so no, it's good, man. Like I love seeing what you're doing, man. It's fucking props to you, man. Like it's it's just
yeah. Thanks,
I
bro.
can
Thanks.
tell that you probably don't want to do it, but you fucking do it anyway, man. And you're fucking pushing in
No,
there, man.
I
It's
do
sick.
it. No, I enjoy it, bro. I wouldn't do
Yeah,
something
but
that I don't enjoy. You know what I mean? Like I
okay,
still
yeah,
enjoy it, but I
yeah.
just,
It's different.
like
It's
I just
different.
think, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's like
Yeah,
it's about adapting, right? It's about
yeah. Of
adapting. So
course.
like, it's you obviously you start understanding that like, okay, this is like it's all video content now. It's all just getting on there and just like talking your shit basically. But I just sort of understood that like, okay, this is a different thing now. This is another chance for us to just get on and just like move with this sort of content, this sort of like video based sort of content,
Yeah,
and just again how let's have fun with it, but
yeah,
like I wouldn't do it if I don't enjoy it, bro. Even when we were working with the before Val with the social media agency, like that's yeah, like I was like, man, I want to be in the videos, like I
yeah.
want to like whatever we can do, let's just make it like fun. So
Involving your
and
staff and
it's like
stuff like that. It's so funny
yeah,
seeing
it's
like you're like, bro, it's so
yeah,
cool,
yeah,
man. I love it. I
yeah,
fucking love
yeah,
it.
and
It's
people,
so funny.
they they get excited about it. Like we have like those
Yeah,
shoot days, and we just do that. But that's like
bring
every
the vibe
business is
up.
doing that now, bro. Yeah, yeah,
Doing your videos and stuff with your staff. How fucking hilarious that shit is, bro.
yeah.
I love it.
It's fun, bro. I swear, it's fun, man. And it's like it's just providing that entertainment, bro. Like that's social media at the moment, So I love it,
Yeah,
man. And like I said, I just if I didn't enjoy it, I probably wouldn't do it. It's like with anything. Like I wouldn't feed you. I wouldn't give you a burger that I wouldn't eat. And I love the burgers. So
yeah. How many fucking
that's
burgers have you eaten in your lifetime?
bro. How many burgers we've sold? How many burgers I've eaten? Fuck. How many burgers you've eaten from Mr. G's? I don't know. Like that's numbers that like yeah we don't know, bro.
When you can still eat your own burger after you've been eating your own
Yeah, I
burger
fucking
for
had one
so long,
yesterday.
that just
I had one yesterday,
that just
bro.
Bro, that just
love
shows
it.
you how good your burgers are, man. Like,
Once a
fuck.
week, like once a
Yeah.
week, like there's times where it's like maybe for like I don't know 2 weeks, like without like oh fuck, I haven't had a burger, like, but once a week is
He needs his
nice.
Mr. G fix. He's
Yeah, I think
like
I
a
had
crack
two
addict.
burgers, like two burgers last week. I had one last night. I was at work.
Wow.
Last night was Sunday, like when we were like I was with the guys like just before sort of closing. And
Yeah.
I had a sneaky burger. It's mad, bro. Fuck, if
Yeah.
everyone's enjoying it, like I gotta have one too, bro.
You got to
You know
enjoy
what I
it
mean?
too, brother. It's yours. It's your creation. Get
Yeah,
into it.
yeah. I make my own burgers too. Like I still,
Yeah.
that's how funny with like I want to always like go in and make it myself. Like the guy's like, it's all right. I'll make. What do you want? Like, no, I'll just make my own burgers.
Yeah, it's funny the whole
Yeah, love it.
Instagram and all these reviewers and yeah, I remember like we used to go to Korean barbecue back in the day. Like I think it was like every fucking Wednesday session we'd go to
What were we? The kimchi boys,
yeah.
kimchi brothers.
Kimchi brothers.
Kimchi brothers. Stratfield, Juntabal.
Oh, Juntabal, bro.
Oh shit! What happened?
Bro, that has a special place in
Can
my
you
heart forever. Like that place, it's still there. They moved into a little house at the back, but
Can you still see me? Sorry.
Yeah, I can see you. Yeah, it's
I got a call through. I think.
Yeah, it's
Kimchi brothers, bro. Stratfield, Juntabal.
There's like there used to be like there was like three barbecue at one stage. They had like three barbecues in a row. We tried them all, and then we just settled on Juntabal in the middle. And man, it used to get packed, but yeah, all the fucking owners used to know us. We'd go in there, all the rest of it. And then do you remember when we went to that one next door to it, and we first went in there and I was like, hey bro, maybe we should start our own like Korean barbecue reviewing thing. This was before all these food bloggers and
critics.
reviewers and shit, all these critics, all these fake critic bullshit cunts are out there. And I was like, let's start our own let's just eat Korean barbecue every day and just like film it, do a review, and then we're like, what should we call it? And then we're like, oh, kimchi. Kimchi brothers. Let's go for that one.
Kimchi brothers, yeah.
And then I remember
and then we got free food, remember?
Yeah. Bro, I remember sitting there, we're talking about it.
Because we were going to do it. We were going to start that night. Like, hold on. We were serious about it. Not that we did it. But that night, because we got carried away with the soju, and we're like, why don't we just start tonight? Why don't we just start reviewing this place tonight?
You said, let's start right now. And then you were like, hey,
right
brother.
now. Yeah, and then one of the waiters or the manager, I don't know, and we said, we were just like, oh, can we talk to you? And he's like, oh, is everything okay? I'm like, well, we love, this is great. Food's great. Just letting you know that we've started a food. What is it? What is that called? Like a blogger. We're bloggers.
Yeah, food blogger.
And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah. Tonight, this is the first place we're gonna start. And I'm like, is it okay if we take video? I think we were trying to record video and all that.
Fake video.
It was a fake video. We were serious about it, but it just didn't. Yeah, it didn't. So then we got free food and free.
Yes. Yeah. No, you were like, oh yeah, we're starting this now. Did you want to, we'll tag your name and all the rest of it. And then he's like, oh yeah, sweet. So we went out the back. He comes back with I think he came back with a couple of beers and a bottle of soju. And we're like, we looked at each other and we're like, hang on, this is going to be huge. This is going to be sick. And then we got fucking hammered. And then we're like, this is not going to take off. And then after, literally, it would have been about a year. Maybe a year after that, all these fucking food blogger things came out, and I was like, fuck, man, we missed our opportunity to be the Kimchi brothers.
We didn't become bloggers, but we were Korean barbecue loyalists, right? We kept that going. We became the Kimchi brothers, but we weren't bloggers.
Do you remember the photos? We had the photos out the front on the wall there. I don't know if anyone knows that's been to Juntabal before, but they used to have a wall of all the Korean barbecue kings, and we had two. So we're at the top. We had two.
Yeah. We had two photos.
Fuck all you cunts. We're the real king.
King shit. That's kinged. That's just the top level.
Yeah, Funnily enough, that unfortunately that business closed down because we didn't actually start the business. So maybe that's why they closed down. I don't know. I'll
there's
put it
just
down. I'll put it down
competition,
to
bro.
that.
Relax, bro. They gave us a couple of freebies. Like it wasn't. It's not. It's got nothing to do with it. But there's a lot of competition. But the good
Yeah.
ones, obviously, shout out to Junta Bowl, the OGs. If you
Yeah.
go to Strathfield, if you want to have Korean barbecue,
Go
you should
there.
only be having Korean barbecue in Strathfield only, and if you should only have it at Junta Bowl.
Yeah,
Shout out to them.
all the other places, man, like the buffet ones. The buffet ones are
Junta
dog shit.
Junta Bowl.
Absolute. If you want proper meat with like the wagyu and the fucking
Yeah.
fatty wagyu. Oh,
Junta Bowl
but
is
it's
the best.
like, yeah, you need to.
Also, yeah.
Yeah, and especially the side
There's-
thing. The side thing for me was the
Which one?
I
Oh,
don't
the
know
sides,
to
yeah.
the traditional Koreans, which is my family's Korean, so not I'm not Korean, but like my my wife. But it's I think the traditional Koreans they go straight for the meat, but for us, like non-traditional Koreans, we like a little bit of sides. We like a bit of you've got free refills. So the typical boganess goes, how much can we get for free? So we try and order, bring out the fucking sides. You know what I mean? It's
You can't eat that meat. There's a science to it. You can't eat that meat like that. The kimchi, the fermented, like all that stuff, like the sauces, the sesame oil, that all gives the meat flavor. It's sort of it works. Yeah,
and then just
can't just have that.
have a little shot of soju.
You need the sides.
A bit of soju, just to
Flavored
with
soju.
that wagyu salt.
Remember what Fink said? He goes, "Real men don't drink flavored." Do you remember that camp? Like, is that flavored soju? It's like,
we're sorry.
real
We're all
men
here.
don't drink flavored.
Yeah, we're all here drinking the
Soju.
fucking peachy ones and the.
Hey, that's what we do.
Like the
That's
yogurt
Kimchi
ones.
Brothers. Apparently, that's not really OG. Like you need to do OG, like to be like gangster. That's like gangster, like.
And then next minute you wake up in the morning and you forgot what you've eaten. Like it's, soju is a special liquid.
Yeah.
But it's hard to find a good Korean barbecue at the moment for me. There's where's another one that's pretty good? There's another one at Lidcombe that's opened up. Lidcombe's opened up. It's called Central Barbecue. It's one of the underneath one of those new apartment buildings across the road from there's a park.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, but most of them they're all a bit hit and miss, and they keep getting taken over by other companies and stuff. But
But it's cool. Like Strathfield's cool, but like I reckon
it's gone downhill now.
Korean barbecue. Yeah. Like what Strathfield?
It's the demographics changing. Most of the Koreans are moving to like Lidcombe and Eastwood. Eastwood's actually thriving at the moment with Koreans. It's they got some really good ones across the road from the station at Eastwood. I can't remember the name of it, but man, my brother goes there all the time. It's fucking really good, man. But Kimchi Brothers for life, bro.
It's the best. Shout out to all the Korean joints in Korean barbecue joints in Stratford. You guys are the
good
best.
old days.
Yeah, bro. We've had some pretty cool food adventures together, I think.
Fried chicken.
A lot of like fried chicken. At Strathfield again. The Strathfield joint.
Oh man. Even the sports club at Strathfield, what's it
That's
called?
what I'm talking about.
Peppers?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the fried chicken. Korean fried chicken.
The snow fried chicken.
Oh. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. But anyway, we might what are we at now? We're at an hour and a half now. We might might just go into your future plans. We might start wrapping up soonish. But what's your future plans, man? Have you got any other shops or anything you're gonna open up, or what's your next movements in the burger game?
Bro, like I think, man, I'm really just busy with like Mr. G and like just again, that's what I'm consumed with. But obviously, like I want to do other cool shit. I want to grow Mr. G's, but also like I want to do some other like cool stuff too. But I feel like like I'm into collaborating. Like I want to like meet different people and sort of like see what we can create together. And so I'm always open to like new things and new ideas. Like whether that's just like I've fucking consulted a lot. Like I get a lot of people coming and sort of going, oh, this and that, about like new ideas and regarding like business and hospitality. But yeah, man, I'm always open to like new ideas and just trying to find time to do like cool shit like that. But like a big chunk of my time is how do we deliver at Mr. G's? You know what I mean? How do we keep making it great and like, just keep giving back that to people, that sort of, quality that we're known for.
How,
So
how
yeah,
does how
bro.
does how does growing your business look? Are you talking about opening more shops, or are you talking about what's that
I
look
think
like?
it's just we're just such a known brand and like we're a trusted brand like
Yeah,
when it comes to burgers, and I think it's just bringing it more because we're at one location, and but a lot of people travel, from different parts of Sydney. So it's like it just makes sense. I think we're just at that moment where it would make sense for us to sort of expand a bit and sort of bring it closer to different pockets of Sydney, bring close to
yeah.
people, just give
Bring one out
people
to
more
Granville
access.
or around the western suburbs,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Even though
Yeah.
I still
We're
get
not
it on
far
Uber Eats
from
for some reason. It's
we're not
so
far
fucking
from
far
there.
away, but I still get it.
There you go. There you go. See, it's not that far.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, just and also just trying to I don't know figure out what that would be like. I feel like and it'd be an organic sort of expansion and to scale it like that if we do like
yeah,
soon. I think if it was done a bit earlier, it would be too early, and it would just be very aggressive, like just to sort of grow and like just
yeah.
to
You've had that option
scale.
before,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I feel whether we missed
Yeah,
that window or not. Well, but now when I look at it, it's like it'd be too early to do that. So if
yeah,
we start doing that this year, next year, whatever, the plan to do that and to sort of put it into action, it would make sense because we've been around for a bit now. Yeah,
yeah. I feel
yeah,
like
bro.
as some businesses when they start to franchise,
Yeah,
if they don't have, if the original owner doesn't have total control of it, it fucking just turns into dog shit, man. Like I'm sure that's probably why you've held off on doing it, because it's like I've just
bro.
seen so many
Look,
businesses where it's franchise and it's just not the same as the original place. You know what I mean? So I'm guessing that's why you've
look.
kept that same
we
spot and just not
Yeah,
fucking done it. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
yeah. No, like, look, we're ready. Like, I know what you're saying. That's when maybe a business prematurely grows. You know what I mean? Or tries
Okay.
to like sort of scale it up to like okay, 2 locations, 3 locations when they haven't done that sort of like they don't have that foundation, those systems, those things in place. I could say that my business is ready to do that, to take that next step. So there's a lot of,
Beautiful.
but that took time. Yeah, that took time.
Of
That wasn't
course.
just like that from the start. So the right systems in place, right? Like it can run without me, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Or it can run like the operation, the day to day, like the shifts, the Monday to Sunday.
You've mastered the backside of it, so you don't have to actually be
Mm.
there all the time. Like you can just step
Yeah,
in
yeah.
there and be
But
like, "Hey,
then
man, this
I
is
can
going a bit
focus.
wrong, whatever."
Yeah, but also I can focus on like again growing it, focusing on sales, making sure that the quality is there, the marketing is right, and just like steering the ship. Like the vision, like making sure that we're still what we are and we're still doing what we are. Outside of that, there's a whole team that understands what we're doing, that love coming to work, that are also passionate. We only hire the best, and we hire people that sort of get what we do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but like the obvious stuff like hiring, training, um, you know, just how the business runs. It's ready to be duplicated, and you could grow it, but why do you want to grow it? That's the big one. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
there's a lot of other things, but going back to what you're saying, I think a lot of businesses fail like that because they're just not ready, bro. They're just not ready. They don't
Yeah.
have the procedure. They don't have the, and it's easy with one. It's easy with one. It's easy
Yeah.
with one. That's why it's important to have one. And then when you try and scale to go to two and just see how that is. You know what I mean? That's a big test. Okay. Can that be managed? And then it's, but again, there has to be a reason. It can't just be like, oh, we're just going to aggressively open up 10 stores in the next 2
just to make more
years.
money or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, like, who's going to fund this too? Like, it's, like, I'm just a small
It's not
business.
cheap.
So, like,
It's not fucking cheap.
things like that need to be calculated. They have to, like, risk to reward, and like, and you can, but like, I think it deserves to grow. Like, as a business, it deserves, like,
I think you have such a fucking good system, man. It's like you can see every single person in your videos.
Yeah.
Every person has a specific spot where they need to be, and they're the best at that little section of what they do, right? So I think once you have that whole system set up, I think that's when you could probably, think of opening another shop. Or I know I'm not a fucking professional, but I'm just going by off your reels. You know what I mean? It looks very like, McDonald's has their system set, and there's no way around it at all. This is the system. This is how it's run. And when they open up another one, it's exactly the same as the other one. That's why everyone still goes there, man. Like, their burgers are, it is what it is, man. Like, I love a fucking double quarter pounder meal, you know what I mean? But you just know what you're getting every time you go there. And that's what your business has done so well, is you go there, you order your burger, and you'll get it within, like, not even like 10 minutes or whatever. And it's you don't get that anywhere else, man. I go to other burger places, I order a burger, I'm sitting there with fucking 50 other cunts, and I'm just like, fuck, man, this has taken a while, and it's been like half an hour, and then they get the order wrong, and it's like, man,
bro,
you've set this up perfectly. It's a testament to you, man. You've done very well at what you've done, and I think it's taken a lot of those hard times, and now you've finally mastered it. Well done.
But there's
it's perfect.
Yeah, there's still room for improvement, bro. But I think it's just like the product's there, the brand is there, people love it. But then I think what had to be done is like focus on like efficiency. You know what I mean? Like just that sort of, when you come to our restaurant, how do you feel? Like, what's your first sort of impression? And I think just like efficiency, how quick we can get, because what we do is it's a quick service restaurant, right? So it's a QSR model. It's like what you said, McDonald's. Like, it's sort of, it's quality, but it's speed, right? So it's always trying to work out, how do we how do we make the steps less so we can get more efficient? But then it's a fine balance, right? Because you can't sort of take shortcuts. Then it's like it's crap, right? So we want you to come. You order, and we cook to order, but it's like it just doesn't take too long. It's not too confusing, and like what you were talking about, that's like with like everyone knows what they're doing. That's like, obviously everything's divided up into different stations. So when people are when they're hired, when they're getting trained, like that's our aim, is to sort of teach you everything and how every station works, and then that sort of with the right manager.
That's the hard thing too, right? Finding the right manager, man. That must be tough.
But I think it's all part of training, bro. It's all part of training. We don't hire like anyone, like, bro. Anyone can come and work with us, and we're not looking for like extra or like, oh, you've worked in a kitchen and what can you bring to the table? It's like, we just want you to have a good attitude, hardworking sort of ethics, and just come on board, and we can show you and we can train. And like, we've got good systems that sort of
that's a good thing. Like, works, what you're talking about with training and stuff, because you could come from a fucking multi-million-dollar company or whatever, been there for fucking 10 years, but you're stuck in your old ways, and then you go to your company and they're just like, I've done this all before. You're like, hang on, whoa. This is a different company. This is how we run things here. You need to learn this stuff. But it's harder to teach old dogs new tricks, you know what I mean? So if you can build someone up from a younger age, and start from the grill, work to the top. I guess that's kind of what Macca's does too, right? Like they build that.
But again, that's
at least they know
QSR model. That's very American. That's very American. That's a QSR system. So you're in and out. Your Shake Shack, your McDonald's, and for you to be successful, I think you need to start adopting or start having those ideas and trying to sort of create those systems in a unique way for sort of what makes sense to what you're doing, Without that, again, see, long wait times, fucking quality, things aren't consistent,
that shit,
bro. Like
waiting in line.
I want to get
2 hours, and you get there, and you got to wait another 2 hours to get your fucking feed.
yeah. But I want to go somewhere, and it's just always the same. Like there's this cafe close to us, and there's this sandwich that I've had like I love it. I've had it like 5 times already, but
Yeah.
like I had it today, and like when I'm eating it, it's like I don't want it to be different. I just want it to be the same because I,
Yeah.
I liked it the first time. The second
Yes.
time was good. The third
Yeah.
time, you know what I mean? And that's just
Yeah,
gonna,
man.
that's what
We've got
we're
our spot
creatures
out at
of. What's that? Yeah, where?
yeah, we've got our spot out at Blacktown. Like when we used to live out there, me and the missus have
Mm.
found like this, the old Greek takeaway food
Yeah,
like
yeah,
like the burger with
yeah.
a lot, that old style kind of
OG
thing, the
milk
hand cut
bar. Yeah,
chips or whatever.
yeah,
And man, like we still go back there, bro, because I know what I'm gonna get. I know it's quick.
mm,
There's no one else there. Get in,
yeah,
get it. It tastes exactly the fucking same every single
yeah,
time. There's no fuck ups. It's all good.
mm,
They throw you an extra scallop. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I love that service, man. Like that, like the
yeah.
old school
And you got
service,
to
man.
respect that. You
Oh,
got
I
to
love it.
respect that, bro. You got
Love
to
it.
you got to respect that. Like, there's a lot of new stuff, and like it's exciting to go new. But I think, as Sydney siders, we need to support like the old school places too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Or like
Oh,
just people that are doing good stuff. Like support that. Like it's.
yeah.
But we're just lucky too. Like there's a lot of new stuff. Like the food scene is
It's
crazy now.
huge. It's so
It's
big.
just
It's hard.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
hard to.
And we're spoiled with choice, so it's
Yeah.
it's good, man. I like it. That was sort of like when I was saying that was my view. Like I was like, oh, like I wanted to do something cool for the city. You know what I mean? Like it's like I want to create this brand of burgers that like people are gonna love.
Yeah.
And now like the Sydney food scene is
It's
mad, bro.
huge.
Like it's
Yeah. It's
just
massive.
we're
All right.
spoiled with choice.
We are. We'll wrap it up pretty soon, I reckon.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there any life advice that you've got from family, old timers? Anyone that's told
Old
you a yarn
times.
from back in the day, and or even recently that you've heard from entrepreneurs or whatever that you've
Yeah.
taken on board? That you can.
Yeah. I think like just stay like authentic, bro. Like just I think like just talking about the business, I feel like I've just always been real with like what I want to do, and I never like fucking sugarcoat something or like
Be
you know what I
honest.
mean. I wouldn't say yeah. I just be honest, bro. That's like what's it like? The honesty is the best policy. Like you just got to be like transparent with like whatever you do, and like I wouldn't serve someone something that I wouldn't eat. So if I don't think it's good, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and that's the culture that we've created in our business, for example. When it comes to food, burgers. But I think just in general, bro, just be authentic. Just fucking be yourself, bro.
Yeah.
And if if you believe in something, it's do it, man. Like when it comes to like some like motivational shit, like no one's no one's gonna give you anything. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's really like it's there for like you got to get out there and sort of just take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just enjoy what you're doing. Like don't do it for I don't know. Don't do something that just because it like I don't know. Like, there's a lot of cool things that you could do, right? What
Yeah.
really like makes you like see how you brought up, you're like, oh, you're staying up all night, you're watching all this shit, and like you were trying to get inspired, and like that's what
You're
it was,
passionate
bro. At
about it.
that time, that's what it was. I was like, bro, I want to
Yeah.
like I'm working in this place, I want to start my own thing, I want to do food. And I was just, like I've traveled a bit, I've seen stuff overseas, and I got these ideas. I want to bring them to Sydney, and I want to create this, I want to do that. And it's just like you just got to lose yourself in that and just sort of like be
Yeah.
passionate and just like but
I
without
think.
that it doesn't happen, bro, honestly.
Yeah. I think
Everyone you can
also.
just it's just
Yeah. Jumping on what you're saying, I think when you're younger as well, just
yeah.
jump at any opportunity you can, and don't listen to people that say you can't do something, right? Like just have a
I
crack,
had a lot
because
of that,
you're
bro.
not going to get that
I had a
chance
lot of
again,
that.
because
Yeah.
when you've had fucking two kids and you're fucking 30 whatever years old, you
Hmm.
won't have that opportunity again because you've got a mortgage and you're stuck in a job. You know what I mean? So you need
Yeah.
to have a crack when you're young, even if it
Hmm.
doesn't make anything of it. You'll learn from that,
Yeah,
and then you'll build into another business. And I think, yeah,
definitely.
jumping on what you said, man, like just don't believe what other people are saying. Don't listen to them saying, oh, you won't be able to do that. Go fucking do it and learn for yourself, and then you can, Matt. That's the only way your brain will build, and then you'll learn. This is what doesn't work. This is what works, and then you'll find your niche, that what you're good at, and then you can thrive on that. So just
go for it.
Just go for it when you're young, man. That's
yeah. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I feel like I'm learning stuff now that just school never sort of covered, and I feel like very quickly, like I had like attention like problems. Again, I'm not like. Yeah, I had like sort of like focus problems and like learning problems and all that.
You're a bloke.
Yeah.
You don't listen.
But yeah. But basically, like you're just labeled straight away to like, oh, you're just a shit cunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I think that's And then I think you just got to get out of that, really think for yourself, and just like go for it, bro. Whatever you want to do. You know what I mean?
Beautiful, bro. Beautiful message, man. And I just want to say thanks a lot for jumping on, man. I know it's a bit of a different kind of thing that you're used to. Like, obviously, first podcast you've ever done. So thanks so much for jumping on, man. It's a bit of a different thing for me too, man. Like most of my pods have been all about graffiti writers and a few little criminal.
We didn't really get into it with the graffiti, but like, maybe a part two. Part two.
Yeah, maybe we can do a part two, man. Like when you've got multiple businesses and you're fucking. I'm going to put these videos on for free, so you can go watch it, and maybe you can delve into some of my other podcasts, which are, there's some pretty fucking wild stories on these pods, man. I'm not gonna lie, there's some fucking crazy ones on here, man. So
was this a bit tame? I hope was this a bit tame? This is all right, yeah?
No, man. This is all part of the scene, bro. Like you're part of our culture, man. So I appreciate you coming in. Yeah, you're a part of it, man. Like, what can I say? It's hip hop, it's food, it's you're not in the criminal side or whatever, but it's
positive, right? It's positive.
Yeah, man.
It's positive. So like
every person I've spoken to has all had they've all had businesses come from their past, and they've used their mistakes to benefit their lives and move forward in life and start their own 100%. Businesses. And 100%. That's what I'm trying to bring into this, you know what I mean? I want everyone to build and have more of a positive vibe on hip hop and graffiti and just any businesses in general, man. That's why I'm wearing, BSP, shout out to him. I've got a couple of my friends in the background here. And you got Edgel up the back there in the corner there. He's a tattoo artist. Man, like, I'm just all about the scene. And I really appreciate you jumping on, man. Like it's been a blessing, man.
Good. It's just anything that's like, hopefully it's been positive, like, like hopefully the viewers have taken something from it, you know what I mean? Hopefully it's been entertaining, but that's just like a bit about my story, bro. So it's cool, bro. Thank you for inviting me.
Awesome. Thanks, man.